That's like loving your own kid. He's a kid. He's a 4-year-old kid. Look at this. You see this? How you cannot love a kid? Huh? This is terrible. It really is. It breaks your heart.
Parents, neighbors, and the community compelled to scour the area in and around Buckrow Point Apartments, searching for any signs of Codi Bigsby.
It is now day 4 of the search for the 4-year-old little boy. News 3 was at the family's apartment on Rondelay Drive at noon today. The first to bring you this video of officers carrying bags of evidence out of the Bigsby home.
The boy's father is still being questioned as a person of interest in this case.
News 3 has never left the scene, day and night, bringing you each new development in this heartbreaking case. And right now, Kurt Williams is live in Hampton, leading our coverage with a team of News 3 reporters.
So Kurt, bring us up to speed. What is the very latest out there in Hampton?
Todd and Barbara, a lot of activity out here, new developments. You mentioned some of them. Those bags of evidence seen coming from Codi's apartment. Our cameras were rolling and caught that. There is also an expanded timeline of when investigators want to hear from you as far as the last time you believe you may have seen Codi. And then there's also just a lot more activity out here as well. And we have what we call a mast cam. It's a camera attached to our mast. And if we can take that now, we can show you the big picture view. So we now also have more vehicles out here, more emergency response vehicles, more tents. So we have the Hampton Roads Communications Response Unit out here, the Hampton Roads Incident Management Team, the Chesapeake Fire Marshals, the Chesapeake Community Emergency Response Team. And I asked the folks from Chesapeake, were y'all asked to come out here? They said, no, we volunteered. So a lot to unpack of what's going out here. And of course, we have been bringing you team coverage. And once again, on this 4th day of searching for Codi, we have team coverage. We have News 3's Chelsea Donovan and News 3's Ellen Ice out here. We first want to go to Chelsea Donovan. And Chelsea, I walked back there and saw all the activity that was going on in front of Codi's apartments. And you were there when those bags of evidence started being hauled out of the house.
Yeah, Kurt, that happened just about 4 hours ago, and they're still doing that now. Actually, forensics teams just a few minutes ago left the scene with collection kits and bags of evidence. But take a look behind me. This is Corey and Codi's home. You can see the Hampton police officers have been posted up here now for about 4 hours as folks have been going in and out and collecting evidence all afternoon. Other things that they've been doing, though, here from the police department, they've been canvassing the neighborhood. Take a look at this flyer. This is really at pretty much every apartment here in the Buckrow Point community. You can see, do you know Codi, his father, or his siblings? Have you seen Codi or his father since Christmas? So that's that expanded timeline you were talking about, Kurt. Do you live in Buckrow Point Apartments and have Ring doorbell or other surveillance cameras? Of course, they're asking now the FBI to get involved in this, along with Hampton Police and all of these other agencies. Let's take you back to about noon when we were first on the scene, showing you that video of those teams coming in. Also, these police going door to door, asking these residents for help. Of course, what we saw is these forensic teams, they suited up with collection kits and paper bags in hand, searching inside the home that Codi shares with his siblings. Now, Hampton police would not confirm, they wouldn't tell me if a search warrant had been executed for probable cause or if Corey Bigsby gave his consent. Now, Corey, still voluntarily at the Hampton Police Department, he's answering those questions. His sister did tell me today, though, that he did retain a lawyer. She was actually out here just a few minutes ago. We caught up with her. I asked her several questions as where she thinks Codi is and if she thinks her brother is innocent. Take a listen to this interview.
There's nothing I can really say at this point. We've retained counsel, and if you want, you can direct your questions to him.
But, do you believe that your brother is innocent? What can we say to have you defend him?
There's nothing I can say about that at this time. I think Codi is alive and well. We just need to find him.
When is the last time you saw Codi?
That is irrelevant, and I just told you I don't want to speak on that. If I knew where he is, I would have found him by now. So I don't know. Why would I not think he's alive? Why would anybody rule out the fact that he's alive?
I I also asked her when is the last time she spoke or even saw Codi, and she refused to answer that. One of the things that she was very emphatic on, though, is where is Codi's mother and why isn't she here searching the ground and scouring this area like she is or all of these other agencies? She says that she resides in D.C., but said she had no idea where she was at this point. We'll continue to monitor things going here at the Bigsby home. For now, we're live in Hampton. Back to you.
Chelsea, thank you so much. Our team coverage now continues with News 3's Ellen Ice. And Ellen, you have the community response, and what have they been telling you as we are now in day 4 in the search for Codi?
Well, Kurt, they've told me that they're tired. They're wanting answers as to where Codi is and what possibly could have happened. Let's take a look at some video from earlier today. The command center has been busy today. Suffolk Fire and Rescue brought their mobile command center out. Police have also added more tents. They tell me they're preparing for the rain that's supposed to be moving in. And we've heard no official update from police today, no press conference, except a tweet that asked for Codi and Corey Bigsby's whereabouts going back to Christmas. And we saw search crews out by Belle Isle Marina going through the marsh and checking the surrounding area. People who are searching tell us they are tired and they want answers.
This boy have not been found. Now I want to keep my cool. This boy have not been found. And I hate to think the worst. That means we got to press the father more.
And we do know that the father is still at the police station and is answering questions, and he has retained counsel. Kurt, back to you.
All right, Ellen, thank you so much. Now, a moment ago, we showed you these new flyers. We told you that these were coming out today. What I want to do now is, if you have your cell phone with you, grab your cell phone, because there is a QR code, and we're going to hold this up, because what this will allow you to do is scan this. I'm going to try to hold it really still. And then what happens is a link opens up, and it has all of the pertinent information regarding Codi. And this will allow you to kind of just have it in case you don't have one of these flyers. This will allow you to have this. And this is why Hampton Police put that QR code on there, so that you could have this with you at all time. And so that's just one of the other layers in this investigation, how they're trying to enlist the support of the community. Again, tremendous amount of activity taking place behind me. You saw the images we had earlier of the bags of evidence that were being retrieved from Codi's home. And then also, when I went back there just to scope out to see what was going on, I talked to a resident who lived a few doors down from Codi. And she was just telling me that it's just sad, and it's frustrating that there are no answers. And she also said that it was sad because it used to be that the kids would play out in this neighborhood after school until it got dark. And she said since all of this is unfolded, the kids aren't coming outside to play anymore. Back to you in the studio.